Hi, my name is Amanda Yonker, and the career profile I want to talk about is a licensed mental health counselor, or an LMHC. The career contact that I had is a good friend of mine named Pam Cornwall, who here in Olympia, Washington, has her own private practice. So that's kind of the field I'm interested in, and more of the career environment I want to talk about. So when you have your own private practice, it kind of makes for a very relaxed environment that's pretty flexible. You get to plan how many clients that you'll see and the hours that you'll work and the hours that you'll see your clients. However, once you establish those hours, you need to stick with the hours that you schedule. It is nice though, because if you want to go on vacation, you just have to make sure that you give them plenty of advance notice and a phone number where you can be reached should they need to contact you for an emergency or something. So that's nice. Also, within your practice, you want to create an environment that is both comfortable but professional, kind of a homey atmosphere, but also very private and calm and quiet. So that's kind of the typical environment that you'd want to have in your practice. Some of the typical stressors that you would see would be maybe a difficult client and the problem with transference if you have a difficult client, and maybe transferring that off into your everyday activities and not being able to leave that behind. Another stressor would be just the paperwork associated with the job and making sure that you're maintaining good notes about the sessions that you keep with your clients. Also, a stressor can be billing. So I was told through my contact it's really preferable to have a bookkeeper maintain your billing. So that's one thing that you don't have to worry about. Benefits, as far as medical, retirement benefits like that, those are things that you will be primarily responsible for. You'll have to seek those out and make sure you take care of that yourself. But there are great benefits like flexibility that come with maintaining your own practice. Job tasks that you could expect to have as an LMHC are, first of all, getting clients, scheduling those appointments, taking good, thorough notes so that you can, after they leave, do paperwork. Paperwork is a big part of your job tasks. So you are documenting the sessions. Occasionally, you will also have to testify in court about a session, and that's when you'll use those notes and want to make sure you have good, thorough notes. The education requirements are a master's or sometimes even a doctoral degree, and then also you have to get you have to take a licensing examination to fulfill a supervised practice requirement. And you get to be a licensed mental health counselor associate while you fulfill that practice requirement. So that kind of helps. And then your starting salary can vary. So if you're going in to your own private practice, your starting salary will be based on how many clients you choose to take and the hours you choose to keep. But your typical starting salary can start at about $34,000, where and your experienced salary range can be at about $59,000. But again, this varies. So any additional information, I kind of thought it was also interesting when I was talking to my contact, she talked about how she prefers to book her clients in 2-week sessions, so every other week, because it gives them more time to work on homework or tasks that they talk about in their sessions. Because 1 week isn't a lot of time to put in maybe some skills that you're working on in your sessions to practice at home. So I thought that that was a good idea. I liked the idea of that. She also talked about how almost all, if not all, of her clients have come through personal referrals. So just knowing that you're doing a good job and having your clients refer you out to other people is a really strong source of continued work. So both of those things I thought were good pieces of information to have. I think it's a fascinating career field, and I look forward to learning more about it as I go along. Thanks so much. Hope you learned something too.